What is up, stock market strategists, crypto connoisseurs, and technical traders? I'm back at you today, and I'm going to talk about Indi, and I'm also going to bring up a couple other stocks that the man himself, George Soros, purchased. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of him politically, but I'm going to leave that aside because I don't let money get in the way of politics, or rather, opposite. But anyways, guys, without further ado, let's get into this quick. And we're in for some pretty interesting stuff. Now, we have here, this was on Thursday that it was posted. It was posted on Tip Ranks, and we've got George Soros, pretty big investor. He's a billionaire. He went and bought a bunch of shares of Indi. He, in fact, purchased $23 million worth of it, 2.5 million shares. And as for the analysts, we've got a 5-star analyst, Anthony Stoss, rates Indi a buy with an $18 price target, which is actually more than a 90% gain. We're looking at like over 100% gain because Indi is under $9. And now getting into his reasoning about that, we're going to have a huge growth in semiconductors as autonomous driving and technology increases and gets more and more advanced, but they're basically looking at the fact that Indi is trading below auto semiconductor peers. Now he rates it a buy, and we also have a few others rating it a buy. Now when you look down here, you've got Deutsche Bank rating it $14 price target, and that was actually put 26 days ago, so that's very recent. The guy I just talked about, Anthony Stoss, 5-star analyst as well, rated it as an $18 price target, and that was initiated last month. Now we have 5 months ago, we've got Roth Capital, De Silva, 5-star as well, with a rating of $20. Now that's quite interesting as well. That was 5 months ago. I don't know how, I'm sure things have changed since from his analysis, but it's just quite interesting stuff to think about. And now before I go back into Indi real quick, I also want to mention that he did buy Open Door. This started out as a SPAC. It was IPOB, and I actually bought it when it was a SPAC. I got out of it, made a small profit, kind of forgot about the stock, honestly. I don't currently hold any shares or any options or anything, but I'm kind of considering maybe just keeping an eye on it at least. Now we've got analysts rating this a moderate buy with a $27.50 price target. And let's see, we get into Open Door. Right now it's a $15.41. And look at the run up, guys. It was a SPAC, came out, had a nice little run, completely took it all back, and now we're kind of just been trading sideways recently. Now another one that he actually purchased as well is MGM, and I did have this. This was, for me, was a recovery play. I got into MGM in the low 20s, took my profits in the mid 30s, and I don't currently hold any more shares of MGM. I think gambling does have a huge future, but my play now for gambling is DraftKings, and I actually got really lucky with Golden Nugget on that acquisition that DraftKings made. Made like 20-something% just in one day, and that was my chance to get out. So I was bag holding that for a long time, got out of Golden Nugget, but I do own DraftKings still. But yeah, MGM seems quite interesting. They finally returned their earning per share to positive with a 14 share per price, and that was in the last quarter, which is a good turnaround, but I don't know. To me, yeah, I'd be patient with this, in my personal opinion. And it's a moderate buy with a $50.60 price target, and when we look into that real quick, it's looking at $38.40. Not too bad, but I'm just going to personally avoid this one. But I'm really quite interested in Indi, and I got in, got out. I got in the upper 8s, got out when it ran up to 10. Let's check out the chart first, actually. Got in early, got out at around like the low 10s. So I got pretty lucky with this as well. And then it sold off. I'm currently looking to pick some more up. We've got a strong support here, guys. If you look at this, it just bounces right off that 830 mark. It bounces off it here, bounces there, bounces again, and bounces one more time, and almost another time. But we have this huge run up because their earnings were actually decent, and I'll show you guys that in a second. But for me, in my opinion, there's a very limited downside. So I will be looking to scoop up shares in this 850 range. And I believe definitely long term in this company. I actually sold some puts for 750. I will be getting that premium and not being forced to buy the 100 shares. So that's an easy, quick trade that I made, and it only took about 2 weeks just holding onto that option. Now, one thing I wanted to go back to is their fundamentals and their recent earnings actually. So their earnings was actually negative 16 cents, which was expected. It says beat 4%. It must have been like a fraction of a cent. That might be why they're the same number, but we still have a beat. But when you look at the revenue beat by a little bit. But that's a good sign that it wasn't negative. We're definitely moving in the right direction. But I do really like Indi semiconductors, as well as a lot of other semiconductors like Taiwan semiconductors, AMD, Intel, also Micron. Just keep the semiconductors on your radar, guys, especially when you see deals in them. I think that's definitely a good future play as autonomy and more technology comes out in that kind of sector. And also, gaming needs semiconductors. Everything needs semiconductors nowadays. Our phones need them, I mean. But I think that's, in my opinion, a buy. But I am not a financial advisor. And always, guys, do your own research. And that's about it for you guys today. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you like the content, hit the like and subscribe. If you don't, then don't. But thanks again, guys. Until next time, see you again.